Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 finale and an update from Greg Nicotero, who was the director for the season finale. He had an interview with Fandom and he was talking about what we can expect here, specifically the very end, because he was talking about how it's going to be a jaw-dropping ending. And I'm pretty excited to talk about this and share it with you guys, and you guys can let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. We haven't had too much information about the finale just because things right now are a bit uncertain. We don't know when things are going to get fully back to normal, but we did get this update from Greg Nicotero. So let's get into this. He said that, and I quote here, "People's jaws are going to drop over the final minutes of The Walking Dead's 10th season," teases season finale director Greg Nicotero. That was just what he said, like in the middle of the statement, but let's read the full statement and we'll break it down little by little. So he said this to Fandom: "It's one of my favorite episodes of the season. Nicotero told Fandom what's great about her show and what Angela Kang showrunner has done so well is really kept the momentum of the story moving forward. Where we last left off was that Beta and the Horde was surrounding the tower, and the finale picks up right where we left off." So yeah, we already knew that bit of it. I mean, we know Angela Kang is doing a great job, and that, you know, with the opening minutes release, I'm sure everyone has seen it by now. But yeah, it pretty much picks up right where episode 15 left off, and you know, everyone is like running around. It's hectic, and you can just imagine, you know, like an entire horde of walkers coming for you, and you're stuck in this abandoned building. So pretty scary stuff. We are based on the trailer, we already sort of have an idea of how they're gonna escape. They're gonna try to, you know, maneuver through the walkers using walker guts and masks and, you know, whisper style it, but we'll see if they succeed. I mean, they were teasing that some people are gonna die. They were like flat out just saying that not everyone will make it. So yeah, I mean, you guys, I know a lot of people have already kind of had theories about who's gonna die, who's gonna make it, but yeah, pretty intense stuff coming up. But moving forward, he said this: "There's a lot of character storylines that are addressed. You get little bits of information here, and you want to end that chapter and start the next chapter in the finale," Nicotero said. "We address lots of stuff with Daryl, lots of stuff with Negan, lots of stuff with Beta, lots of stuff with Carol." So yeah, that's what it is. So it looks like it's going to be a really big episode because I don't know exactly. I know people are sort of like saying like they should give us like a 2-hour episode because, you know, we haven't had the finale got delayed, but they can't really do that because they already had the finale planned. So it's not like they can go refilm it, you know, and add like 20 extra minutes or 30 extra minutes or whatever. But I do think it's going to be a bit extended because from what I heard earlier, that it's going to be a huge finale, a lot of stuff happening, and what he said here, that they have to set up the next chapter and get done with this chapter, you know, dealing stuff with Daryl and Negan and Beta and Carol. Yeah, it looks to be a pretty big episode, which again, I'm pretty excited for it, and it probably is going to be, I don't think it's going to be like 2 hours or anything like that. It's been a while since we've had like an extended episode actually, so I don't know if they wanted this episode specifically to be special. That's what they were saying, that it's going to be a big episode. So who knows? Maybe it will be extended. Hopefully, at least. Because, again, it's been a while since we've had The Walking Dead. He went on to say this. Nicotero added, "I think it's already been revealed that Maggie's return is in the finale, and it teased us up so well for season 11 that it's a little agonizing for me to not be able to talk about it because the last 2 minutes of the finale, people's jaws are gonna drop." That's interesting, because he's very specific there in his wording. Like the last 2 minutes, people's jaws are gonna drop. You know, he didn't say like the finale is gonna make people's jaws drop, like that specifically the last 2 minutes. So, what do you guys think is gonna happen in those final 2 minutes? I mean, when you read something like this, as Walking Dead fans, we sort of just like a bunch of theories pop up in our head, like, what if Rick comes back? I don't think Rick's gonna come back, but things are gonna get pretty intense. I'm excited for it. And he basically confirmed here that Maggie's been with the Commonwealth, because he said Maggie's return ties us up with, you know, for season 11. So I'm assuming the Commonwealth is next because the show is still following the book, and the Commonwealth are next after the Whisper War. I mean, they follow the book, but they sometimes, you know, mix up stuff within the arc, but the arcs have been the same throughout The Walking Dead, so there's no reason why they would change it now. So I think we're all safe to assume that season 11 will be with with the Commonwealth. So we pretty much confirmed here that Maggie is going to be connected with the Commonwealth. And I think that's what the majority of people were sort of already having an idea for. It's going to be interesting to see if we see Georgie again, because remember that's the last episode, like the last time, or the person she went with. And Georgie was a very interesting character, and I think that's why people were sort of thinking that she is part of the Commonwealth. Not only that, Georgie definitely looks like the main the from the comic book, like the character. She looks like the character from the Commonwealth. I think even the actress said that everyone thought it was her, and she believes it was her. So they didn't really tell her what's going on with her character because she was only in one episode, but I think we're all safe to assume that yeah, that is connected with the Commonwealth. And Greg Nicotero, pretty much confirmed it here. Now, are we gonna see Georgie in the finale? I don't know. But I'm assuming we would see her in season 11. I would be kind of shocked if we never see her again. That would be really surprising if they never bring her back. I mean, they only had her for one episode, so like I feel like even if they do bring her back, some people are gonna be like casual viewers probably aren't gonna 100% recognize her and stuff like that because she was only in one episode. But I will say that she had a pretty good entrance. Like she was a very strong character, held her ground. And I do think that a lot of people will still remember her. But I'm excited to see what's going on with her. A lot of people were also saying that the twins, remember the twins that were with Georgie in that episode? I think it was like episode 12 of season 8 or something. But the twins, some people were thinking that Ninja that was in the woods helping Aaron fight those whisperers. Some people think that that was one of the twins, which was a great theory. And I definitely could see that happening. Now the twins were definitely interesting characters. They didn't talk that much. I don't even remember if they talked at all. I remember they were wearing sunglasses and they were pretty quiet for the most part. And we didn't learn too much about the group, except that they were, I think, we got the idea that they were very powerful and strong and they have a big community and they're just willing to help out Maggie. Which is a bit suspicious. People just randomly wanted to help out in the zombie apocalypse. We always have to be suspicious of people. But that's, I think, why everyone got the idea that they are the Commonwealth. And I think Maggie probably wouldn't return on her own anyways because they've been informing her about the whispers and all the threats and all the bad stuff that was happening. I don't think Maggie would just return by herself. I think she would probably bring an army or at least a couple people to help fight. And that's what Greg Nicotero means here, that it sets up season 11. And it's pretty epic to think about, at Maggie and the Commonwealth coming for the final battle. And then, Maggie is probably going to introduce everyone else to the Commonwealth, which sets up season 11. So I'm excited for it. But specifically the last 2 minutes, he's saying people's jaws are going to drop. What do you guys think is going to happen in the last 2 minutes specifically? Like, what about the last 2 minutes? Is it going to be like, I feel like maybe they're going to pan out to like a gigantic community of people and it's like going to be like hundreds of thousands of people or something. I don't know. But like, what do you guys think about this? This is going to be interesting to discuss in the comments. So let me know what you guys think is going to be in that final 2 minutes. But moving on, he also says this. He pretty much tells fans that the finale is not going to disappoint. It says, while explaining why AMC was forced to postpone the season finale, Nicotero promised the episode will not disappoint when it airs later this year. So I get why he would say that because I do think this episode has a lot of hype behind it. A lot of the cast members and crew were hyping it up. Even back when they, officially announced they were going to postpone it, they said it's going to premiere later on this year. It's a special episode. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan said it's going to be like a little movie. It's going to be like, and they've been hyping it up. I mean, I think I made a video a couple days ago talking about Norman Reedus, talking about the finale and how it's going to be like a Game of Thrones-esque war. So a lot of hype behind this battle. So I guess this battle, this final Whisperer battle or this episode in general. And I think that's why he's sort of clarifying that it's not going to disappoint. It's going to be a really good episode. But I do also think that whenever this episode airs, I'm assuming if they're going to start airing episodes, they're probably going to air something like immediately after it, or at least the next week. It's probably going to be like The World Beyond or Fear Season 6. Because if this episode airs, I'm sure they're going to start airing all the other stuff. So it's not going to be like one episode and then, because that would be a bit disappointing if we have like one episode and then no more episodes for a month, or not like no Walking Dead at all, and it's going to be like a bad episode. So even if it's not like the greatest episode, hopefully we get something else. But I have trust in this episode because like things are looking pretty awesome, and based on what everyone is saying, I'm excited for it. You know, I want it, like, it's gonna be the final battle with the Whispers. They're gonna go into the Commonwealth, Maggie's return. But yeah, that one comment about the last 2 minutes being like jaw dropping. What do you guys think about that? What do you think is gonna happen in the final 2 minutes? My guess is that it's gonna reveal the Commonwealth and how big they actually are. And everyone is gonna get like so shocked at how big this community is. That's what I think is gonna happen. But let me know what you think is gonna happen in that final 2 minutes. But I am gonna wrap it up there for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I just wanted to give you guys an update for the finale from this pretty cool interview from Greg Nicotero. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. And for more Walking Dead videos, be sure to subscribe. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Please stay safe. Like I said earlier, it's, you know, things are a little bit uncertain right now, so I hope everyone is doing okay, and I appreciate all the support on the videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.